when it comes to things like this, do you feel that you're like more than a boy band? Do you have the links to help each other out?
Yeah, absolutely. I think as much as it's difficult probably for the boys to come back to work, there's probably something comforting about it as well, because there's an element of, you know, coming home to your friends as well. You know, I think we're comfortable together. We feel comfortable in each other's company. We talk about, you know, our personal lives to each other, whether it's bad or good, and we all take care of each other. You know, so I think, I mean, you know, only in a certain way and to a small extent, but I think it's like probably not a, you know, I'm sure that, you know, it's kind of nice to come and talk to us away from everyone else as well, you know.
I think, you know, when you're at home with your families as well, like, you know, it's around you every single second of every single day, and you need to get out of that as well. Like, I mean,
you feel safe. You feel safe, like being at work.
Westlife takes you away from reality a lot, you know, whether it's performing in front of thousands of people or traveling all over the world or being on TV and stuff like that. And sometimes it's not a bad thing, you know.
And Westlife is a strange job too, because it's not like you've got a week off, like your parent dies and the official is, or you have a week now and you got to be back to work in an office a week later. It's, you know, we're lucky in that sense that you can, you know, you've got 3 guys and to be able to go, lads, I really need to be home today, or I really need to start that day later or fly out that night or whatever it might be. You can kind of juggle it as best you can. And that's definitely helps, without a doubt. On the other hand, I think it's a positive that because it's the music industry and because the album is about to be released, when the album is released, it's out there. So you obviously keep doing TVs and you keep doing things to promote it, but it's not like every single day that you can really make a difference. Do you know what I mean? Once it's out there and people can listen to songs and word of mouth and YouTube and Twitter and Facebook and everything else that's out there, you know, it kind of promotes itself as well. So that, I mean, luckily that can help.
It must be weird though, say, for somebody that just works in a post office or because people come in and they're like
3 days
complaining to them and they're like, you know, why is my letter posted and stuff, and maybe something really bad like that has just happened to them. At least I suppose with the boys, everyone knows about it, and they can, even though we're at work, they're still talking about it, you know. And you know, it must be very, very difficult to go back to sort of a job where nobody even knows you've just, you know, had a massive loss and stuff like that.
During this year, I was reading about what you did with your year off. And, well, for example, I know that Shane, you said somewhere, I don't know where, that you felt that your life was going kind of backwards before this year off. And maybe I did.
I don't know.
Yeah, because what did you do with your year off?
I spent a lot of it at home. My wife had a baby boy last September, so that was right after the start of the year off. And you know, I just spent a lot of time at home. You know, just chilled out. I spent probably 90% of my time at home. Didn't go on even on holidays or anything until the King got married the following May in Barbados. It was our first kind of holiday, so I just chilled out at home, played a lot of golf, and started doing the gym. You know, my friends as a personal trainer, started getting into fitness and stuff like that. You know, because I had a lot of time in my hands, so I had a lot of time to go to the gym. And I started really getting kind of addicted to that and really enjoying that. So all of a sudden then it was kind of, you know, February, March time, and it was nearly time to start going back to work. So it was great to be at home though for the birth of my boy and stuff like that, you know. It was great to just, you know, watch him grow up for the last year. It was pretty cool. We have another daughter as well, so it was nice to be at home for the two of them.
And Mark, I read that you didn't do anything at all during the first couple of months.
Well, I mean, I've done stuff, but nothing that's very interesting to people. I just kind of went home and, you know, seen my friends and went for dinner with them, or, you know, went to a pub, or
living a normal life.
Yeah, seeing my family, you know, all normal stuff or whatever.
And then you started traveling.
Yeah, because I kind of started, I always said on the year off I'm going to do this, I'm going to go to New York. I wanted to go to New York to college for a few months, and I wanted to travel a little bit, and you know, and I was like coming to like maybe 4 months into it or 5 months into it, and I had a little bit of a panic, and I thought, you know, the year's going to be over and I'm going to have nothing done, you know. So I wanted to have something to talk about when I came back. I wanted to have something to say for myself, you know. So I went straight into my office, and well, actually I went down to a shop and bought a massive map of the world and a box of thumbtacks, and just went like, you know, around Asia and then book loads of flights and travel sort of Thailand and Indonesia, Japan, India, and then I went to Keen's wedding as well. So I kind of travelled quite a bit until sort of the middle of the summer, and then I came back to London and started doing songwriting and stuff like that and getting my head ready to go back to work. But the travelling was amazing. I think that was probably the highlight. The travelling and the songwriting was probably my favourite two things to do.
Are you bringing anything with you? Something that you learned from this year?
Yeah, I think I don't know. You just kind of sometimes it can drain you of your personality. If you go album every year, album to tour, promotion. You kind of I don't know. Some people might say, "What do you like to watch?" or "What do you like to eat?" Or it's just like you can't even remember. You're just always busy. So it was nice to have a year away from everything to kind of just remember. To remember why you wanted to do the band in the first place, but also, I think almost like it's like I've done a lot of growing up. I think in the year off, I kind of realised what I want, and more importantly, what I don't want, and I learned to prioritise happiness and I suppose health and family as well a lot, and not to always prioritise sales or success, because I think I don't want to be 50 and have loads of success but not be happy, So I want to start building my happiness.
Balance. It's all about balance.
Finding a balance, yeah, absolutely. It is. It's all about finding a balance. I mean, can't be too happy and just
work, rest, and play.
Time, because you just get bored and also
Snickers.
But at the same
And
time,
Mars.
you can't be too busy. You have to balance your personal life and your career.
It sounds